generate revenue, great, that's okay. We would encourage that. And we started to more, I don't want to say forcefully, we started to expect and encourage all AES faculty to somehow be involved with some aspect of their research at one of our farms and centers. Some farms or centers are more up in the northern part of the state for row crops, others toward the center part of the state for more agroforestry type of work. But we had some researchers that just stayed in the lab, and they were productive. But I visited with them, is there something you could do in your overall project that you could somehow have a footprint at one of our farms and centers? So we think this was the balance. And we're hoping this balance pays off. So, in answer to the question, how can the university farm serve as a platform to advance 1890 land-grant mission? Going back to Vision E, there are two wonderful opportunities that were mentioned in that document, similar to what we kind of went through. Determine income-generating activities and plan for implementation. Create a comprehensive fiscal program with strategic budgets to determine the cost and revenue centers. Very similar approaches to what we did and are doing right now at Missouri with the AES. In the executive summary, I found that wonderful. The College of Agriculture and Human Sciences is uniquely positioned to make the greatest positive impact on the students, communities, and the underserved and underrepresented clientele we serve. Our solutions necessitate an even more integrated approach among all three mission areas inherent in a land-grant university: teaching, research, and extension. Thought that was a wonderful summary. Okay, going back, why Prairie View A&M? I believe my experience, vision, and leadership approach would be an asset to the Cooperative Agriculture Research Center and contribute to the implementation of the college's strategic plan. If I didn't think I had something to offer in a beneficial way, I wouldn't apply. But I see promise. I see a vision from the strategic plan that was developed. I haven't talked to the dean at all about this. I'm not pushing this plan because he's here. I'm pushing it because I thought it's well written. It's similar, and it addresses a very reasonable approach to the challenges that you're facing and that we're facing in it, and a lot of other institutions are facing. Thank you. That was the end of my talk. I hope it was long enough. If there are any questions, I know we have some questions and answer period, but thank you very much.
Well, the floor is open for any questions. And we'll go with Dr. Caroline Williams. She is the Executive Associate Director of the Extension Program. Dr. Williams.
Thank you, Dr. Barrett. And I like the plug for Extension. We are an awesome organization. But I was just wanting to know, during your Extension Specialist career, did you have any interactions with Lincoln University or the 1890 institution, and any projects that you could share?
Yes, I did. Actually, I worked with Dr. Jaime Pinheiro at the time he was at Lincoln University. We did work on the spotted winged Drosophila, the one that I showed you. And he was a wonderful collaborator. We shared students. Some of his students came to my lab for a period of time, and vice versa. And I was sad to see him leave. He left a few years ago to UMass. But yes, I've had work with Lincoln.
We have also people who are attending virtually, so we encourage them to send us questions if they have questions, please. Also, please remember to fill in or fill out the form that, the evaluation form that we provided here. There is a link for those who are following us online to include your evaluation or to, yes, so please use that link. Any other question from the audience?
Either I've done a great job in explaining my leadership philosophy and a little bit about my research and extension, or everyone is super busy and you're thinking of other things you're going to do as soon as this meeting's over. I've been in your situation. I've been in these meetings.
Well, can you elaborate further on on your experience and also the opportunity for between research and education, as far as you mentioned about revamping degree programs, creating new degree programs, etc. So if you can.
You mean in the sense of curriculum?
Yeah, curriculum, and also support for research supporting the education mission.
Well, there was the first sign that we knew that we needed some sort of revamping of the curriculum. Our student numbers in our classes started to dwindle, where historically they would be quite high over several years. Student numbers would just become lower and lower and lower and lower. And I know the college at the end, when someone graduates, an undergraduate, they have an exit interview with the students, and they try to kind of pick the students' brains a bit. Why did you take this class? Why didn't you take that? And it became quite apparent that some students thought certain classes that we as elder statesmen thought, well, goodness sakes,